Crosstab reports are a convenient way to display summary information, for example, revenue totals by region and sales quarter. In this tutorial, you will use Actuate interactive crosstabs to create a crosstab report showing profit totals by sales office and product line. In the process, you will learn how to specify the rows, columns, and measures in the report, format the data as currency, filter the crosstab rows and columns, drill down so that detailed data is visible, add grand totals and display the data in a chart, and finally export the crosstab data to an Excel pivot table. You will use a BERT data object as the data source for the crosstab report. A data object is an encapsulated data model that makes it possible to retrieve data from a database without writing SQL queries. For this crosstab, you will specify sales offices as the rows, product lines as the columns, and profit as the measure. Navigate to Default Volume, Documents, Applications, BERT Sample App, Data Objects. Click the Classic Models BERT Data Object Store. Interactive crosstabs appear in a new tab. We will specify sales offices as the rows for the crosstab. Scroll down the list of categories in the category pane, then drag the field Office City and drop it into the rows property. Next, specify product lines as the columns for the crosstab. Drag the field Product Line and drop it into the columns property. Finally, specify profit as the measure for the crosstab. Drag the field Profit and drop it into the measures property, selecting Sum as the function. Click OK. Now let's format the data in the crosstab as currency. Click any cell in the crosstab that contains a number, then click the menu icon and choose Format Data. Now let's format the data in the crosstab as currency. Format the number column as currency with a dollar symbol and 2 decimal places. Click OK. Let's modify this crosstab to display profit for specific sales offices and products. You will filter the crosstab rows so that only U.S. sales offices appear. And you will filter the crosstab columns so that only planes, ships, and trains product lines appear. To filter the crosstab rows so that only U.S. sales offices appear, drag the Office City field from the category browser and drop it into the Filters pane. Choose In from the drop-down list. Then choose List Values. Select Boston, New York City, and San Francisco. Next, filter the crosstab columns so that only planes, ships, and trains product lines appear. Drag the Product Line field from the category browser and drop it in the Filters pane. Choose In from the drop-down list. Then choose List Values. Select Planes, Ships, and Trains. Click OK. The Filters pane displays the 2 filters you just created. Interactive crosstabs provide drill down on hierarchical dimensions, allowing you to see the detail behind aggregated summaries. To drill down on the trains product line so that data for individual train models is visible, click the plus sign next to the trains column heading. Next, we will add grand totals and subtotals for each product line and sales office. In the toolbar, choose Data, Totals. To add grand totals to the crosstab for sales office and product line, check Profit Sum in both row area and column area. Next, add subtotals to the crosstab for product line by sales office. Click Subtotals, then check Profit Sum, product line. Now let's display the crosstab data as a chart. Click the Chart tab to display a bar chart. To save this crosstab report, click on File, Save As. Select a folder location on the iHub and specify a name for your file. Saving as an RPT design file allows you to rerun the report later with fresh data, while saving as an RPT document file creates a snapshot of the current data. Let's export this crosstab report to an Excel pivot table. Click the Grid tab, then delete the filters to include all the data in the export. Next, go to File, Export Content. Select the XLS Excel format, then click OK. Depending on your browser settings, the Excel file will either open or save to a Downloads folder. Open the Excel file and notice that it is a live Excel pivot table, which allows you to expand the rows and columns. In this tutorial, you learned how to create a crosstab report, display the results in a chart, and export the data to an Excel pivot table. Thanks for watching.